Hello students, this is Poonam teacher back with a new video of Science 1 and today we shall be studying corrosion. Corrosion is a chemical attack on the surface of the metal, maybe by atmosphere, which damages the surface of the metal. So today we'll be studying rusting rusting, that means which is a part of the corrosion itself. So let's start. In the first test, we will have to take 4 test tube, and in first test tube we'll be taking boiled water which is going to be covered with oil layer, and we will have to insert an iron nail inside it. In second test tube we'll be taking salt solution with iron nail inside it. In third we'll be taking iron nail along with air, and in fourth we'll be taking iron nail, air and anhydrous calcium chloride. What is the meaning of anhydrous calcium chloride? Means dry calcium chloride, CaCl2. Now this dry calcium chloride has the ability to absorb the moisture. So for the rusting to take place, two things are very much essential, that is there should be oxygen and there should be moisture, or there should be water. So in the first test tube rusting will not take place. In second test tube rusting will take place because in a salty solution there will be enough amount of oxygen. Also water is already there, and that is why rusting will take place in second test tube. In third test tube only air is there, no moisture is there, so rusting will not take place. And in fourth test tube again rusting will not take place because this anhydrous calcium chloride has absorbed all the moisture whatever was there into the test tube. So in the second test tube, which was consisting of salt solution, rusting will take place when you will notice it after few days. So now what is rusting? Let's study in detail. See students, rusting takes place in presence of oxygen and water, and you can see that this is the surface of iron and this one is a water droplet. So the middle part of the water droplet, the middle part of the iron which is having a water droplet over it, will act as an anode, and the edge part of the iron surface where there is water droplet, that means the edge part of the iron surface with water droplet, that will be acting as a cathode. Now this entire setup can act as a galvanic cell or electrochemical cell, where anode will act as a negative terminal and cathode will act as a positive terminal. And you should know this thing, that wherever spontaneous redox reaction takes place, then at that time it will be known as, that setup will be known as a electrochemical cell, and their anode will act as a negative terminal and cathode will act as a positive terminal. Generally into any other electrode, anode act as a positive terminal and cathode act as a negative terminal, but here anode will be negative terminal and cathode will be positive terminal. Anode is going to be oxidation electrode and cathode is going to be reduction electrode. So what will happen over here? Iron will lose electrons forming ferrous ion like this, and then these electrons will try to move towards the region which is having lots of dissolved oxygen, and that region will act as a cathode over here, and then oxygen will reduce to form hydroxide ion and water like this. Then this hydroxide ion will come in contact with iron, with this ferrous ion, and it will result into formation of ferrous hydroxide. Afterwards this ferrous ion will migrate, will oxidize further to give ferric ion. Now ferric ion will be having oxidation number 2, as ferrous ion is having oxidation number, ferric ion will have oxidation number 3, like ferrous ion is having oxidation number 2. So rusting will take place with the ion having oxidation number 3. So this ferrous ion will further migrate, will further oxidize to give ferric ion with oxidation number 3, that means Fe3+. Then that ferric ion will come in contact with oxygen and water, forming hydrated ferric oxide like this, that is Fe2O3H2O, and this is how the rusting will take place. This is how a reddish brown color substance will be formed on the surface of iron, and that will be known as a rust. So this is a part of the corrosion itself. And then the next paragraph is dealing with rancidity. We all know that if any oily substance or oily foodstuff is left over for a longer period of a time, it will release some bad odor, foul odor, and then we can say that it is a rancidity. We can also notice some groundnuts. Even the groundnuts, if these are kept like that only unused for a long period of time, and then if you'll eat it, it will taste rancid because it has been oxidized. The oxygen into the air has combined with the foodstuff, and it has decreased its freshness, and it has turned that substance as a rancid substance. So for avoiding rancidity, we can use some antioxidants, or we can preserve that foodstuff into some airtight container. So students, this is how we have completed the chapter. Kindly complete the exercise into your notebook. Thank you and have a knowledgeable day.